Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and today I'm looking at Elite Dangerous once again. I am sitting on board the Anaconda, which is the largest and most expensive spacecraft you can buy in the game at this time. The cockpit is pretty expansive. It sits at the top of the ship here, and it looks like it has a crew of 3. You can see you get some sort of engineer type dude there looking at the schematics of the spaceship. Or at least there would be if someone was sitting in that seat. And on the other side, it looks like somebody's planning to move around the London Underground or something. I don't know. But of course, the thing you want to know is, how does something this large fly? How well does it dock, even? And actually, it's quite easy if you just follow the rules, more or less. And the rule is, the cockpit sits at the top of the spacecraft, so you want to more or less go in and just about scrape your head on the top of the docking port, and no more. And here I go, ever so carefully. I just feel that I'm going to be scraping the top of my spacecraft, cutting its hair into a more efficient hairstyle, no doubt. There, now we got it through, and you can see somebody in a Lakon Type 9 Heavy is pretty much coming straight on towards me. I shall move out of their way and try to land here. Okay, so the problem I keep doing with this is I keep overshooting the landing pad because I have this ginormous long nose in front of me here. It's very true to the original design. It's kind of like an ice cream cone if you look at it, with the ice cream more or less at the back and the cone sticking out the front with a whole bunch of guns attached. Here we go. Docking bay 9, ever so carefully. No, I'm looking for the head, the UI, the docking UI. Come on, where is it? You got to get close enough before it appears. I'm going to slide forward. Oh! Uh-oh, look at the radar. I think that pilot in his Lakon managed to scrape the docking on the way out and died. Oh, if I were in a smaller ship, I would be zipping around trying to scoop all that stuff up. But I am trying to land this thing right now. Okay, where is my docking UI? Ah, dear, where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, now... what's going the wrong way? Oh, wait. Oh, I knew I was going... I overshot it again by 100 meters. Back up, back up. Okay, ever so careful. I'm going to slide this backwards now and get it in... Oh! Man, that's not good. I was scraping this everywhere. Thankfully, the Anaconda is more than a cargo ship. It actually is designed for combat. It has a lot of weapon mounts, and it has pretty tough shields. I mean, obviously it has the toughest shields in the game. The downside of all of this weapons and armament is that it does steer like an asteroid. But, you know, it is as tough as an asteroid as well. There we go. Got it! We landed it successfully. I can now continue. Make another trade run here. Starport Services. Welcome to Chango Dock. Chango Dock is the industrial hub of a fishing system. Okay, so I have a bunch of... Where is it? I have a bunch of aquaponic systems. There we go. 228 tons is what this thing can actually fit. The cargo space is less than a Lakon, but as I said, what you're really paying for is a more capable spaceship. It has more weapons, it's more agile, it has tougher shields, but yeah, you're not going to make nearly as much money on it. On the other hand, you're not going to die nearly as often just by scraping the side of things. Okay, so since I'm here, it's time to head over to the outfitting and see if I can improve on my current fit. You see, I have a Class 8 fixed plasma accelerator. That's sticking out the underside. It does a ridiculous amount of damage, but it's completely unguided, and pretty much you're going to fire it at the biggest ships only. Okay, so what have I got? I want something Class 3 or Class 5 gimbaled lasers. And I guess I have a gimbaled pulse laser, which will be the thing that I want here. So I'm going to swap out these multi-cannons. You saw a quick flash of the plasma accelerator there. Now this has 3 Class 6 mounts, which means you can fit either Class 5 gimbaled items or Class 6 fixed, depending upon how good you think you are at flying this thing. A word of warning is that this thing does turn very, very slowly. As I said, it turns about as well as an asteroid. So you probably want the turrets that can actually turn towards their target. Otherwise, you might find that you can't actually hit anything at all. Now, the game does also have turrets that you can fit that will fire in all directions, but as of late, the code has been considered to be pretty buggy, so I haven't been using them. In fact, I haven't seen them in the store here, so I'll just go with this setup right now. Well, after a bit more trading and a bit more flying around, I actually managed to find a set of 3 Class 5 multi-cannons, so that the amount of damage I should be doing is, well, far more acceptable. But you can see this thing lifting off here. It moves very, very slowly, but it is actually faster than the Lakon. And if it crunches into the side, it is probably a little more survivable, unless you, say, are carrying explosives. Because you know what? I discovered that if you have a full load of explosives and you bump into something, pretty much the whole spacecraft explodes. They actually model that. Toxic waste will also apparently damage your spacecraft, or so I am led to believe. But yeah, I scraped the side with a full load of explosives and I died completely. This, I am taking no such chances. I am heading off into combat here. So there you can see, I have a bunch of multi-cannons. I have my plasma accelerator with 5 shots out. Well, I guess it's 5 shots out of 100. And I'm going to very carefully move it through here before I get into deep space. Just watch that I don't bang my head. This is the hardest part here, because there is no UI at this time, although the developers have shown off some docking assistance UI to help people, and I look forward to trying it. And listen to those engines, those are absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, I want to take this off into combat. I want to demonstrate its combat skills, so off we go. Good afternoon, crew. We have arrived at our destination. Please be prepared to fire all weapons at the designated target. Okay, speaking of designated targets, this is a low-intensity combat zone, so we are gonna pick some bad guys. This is Eagle, which is a Federation ship. What I want to see is a big ship. I don't want to pick sides until I have found a suitable target for the vast amounts of firepower this... Oh, there we go. Lakon Type 9 Heavy. It is on the Aranan Defense Force, which means I am going to be part of the Federation. Hello, it's just me killing you. There, you see the fat plasma accelerator shooting down there, delivering serious... Oh, look at this. Shields down, 60% hull, 50%, and it just can't outturn me. I'm more agile, I have more firepower, and it is but moments to live here. 3, 2, 1, 0, and it's gone. Shame I only get 500 credits for that. That's a serious kill. I should get more money for it than that. Okay, so now here's the thing. Most other spacecraft are far too maneuverable, so you pretty much end up reversing and then watching as they try to spin around your sights there. Okay, so I'm pretty much picking targets. He's at 21% hull. If I can just get him, I can kill him there. Thank you. I get 500 credits for destroying that dinky little Sidewinder, huh? Now, in the original game, the Anaconda is the biggest ship. It's an NPC ship, of course, and it's all about cargo. But one of the cool things I remember about the flavor text that was given for the Anaconda in the manual for Elite is great. It's just full of all sorts of random fan, fiction type writing. But one of the things they say is that the Anaconda has a whole bunch of hardware for moving the cargo around the interior, and the idea is that for this thing to maneuver efficiently, it actually moves the cargo around to adjust the center of mass, which seems like an utterly ridiculous thing to do. I am going to have to attempt that in Kerbal Space Program someday. But yeah, I guess you get the idea. This is a beast of a spacecraft. It is hard to fly, but when it delivers firepower, it delivers it in spades. If you just want to trade, the Lakon Type 9 offers a lot more you hold space, but it is a lot more fragile, so maybe, you know, if you have the money, it's worth upgrading to an Anaconda just because, hey, it's big and awesome. Of course, by the time you watch this, I will no longer have this beast of a machine. Premium beta starts on June 30th, so if you've been waiting for premium beta, you can now join me in space and no doubt make it very hard for me to reacquire an Anaconda. If not, then I promise to share anything that the beta has to offer. I don't think there's going to be any new ships. This is the last of my dedicated ship videos until they add anything new, and there's another Lakon dying to my major firepower. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.